What do you think about Ronnie Coleman? I mean, it seems like he's going through a surgery almost every few months now, and then he kind of gets re-injured again, but he's still going back to train, and then the same thing happens, and it seems like every few months we see a news update that he's in the hospital again. What do you think about it?
It's tough because for him, probably the training is like his drug. It's like his meditation, and that's what he needs. So it's hard to tell someone that you can't have that. You know what I mean? So to him, he's made enough money where he doesn't have to do it. His kids are provided for, and that's what he enjoys. The injuries is just a price he has to pay to do it. And so maybe he'll, in his journey, that he'll be forced to not have to do what he's doing, because he comes from such an extreme headspace of training like that, that it's like anything less, that giving his all, it's not him. But maybe he can find some other athleticism experiences, to get him that. Maybe he should try spinning or something. I don't know.
Some people believe that he should have been smarter and trained more safer. He thinks he couldn't have won if he didn't train the way he did. What do you think?
I don't think that's true. I think there's a fine line of risk reward, like I was telling you. It's like you push yourself or you do whatever to a certain point, and any more, you're not getting the return on your investment, or very minimal return on your investment. And I think there's a certain point that it wasn't going to benefit him anymore. It was just increasing the risk factor. And a lot of people don't realize, if you get hurt when you're younger, that always stays. They now know that injury is always still there, kind of dormant, and it comes back when you get older, because scar tissue or whatever, even though you think it's gone because you're so healthy and your other muscles around it and stuff are so strong, you think it's gone, but it's never really gone.
Can you achieve the same, in your opinion, can you achieve the same result in your physique using machines versus using free weights?
Oh yeah, you have to use whatever, depends on your body type too. I know a lot of guys that have, and I just noticed over years, whether it's a true theory or not, it's still debatable. But I just noticed a lot of guys that use a lot of bars, their chests are really wide, but they don't have that roundness. I think more guys that use dumbbells and stuff, I think it has to do with the range of motion, because like when you're doing a bar, that's it with your range of motion. When you do dumbbells or anything, you get much more range of motion on it. So you get a little bit more roundness. And it's genetics too. But I think it's, you want to get that feel, the burn, and this is the thing with so many people in the peanut gallery these days, and they always have their opinion, and I just know from experience. They say, oh, you can't train certain areas, target. I said, yeah, I think you can. I've had arguments with doctors, and I'm like, well, I don't know, man. I just seen a lot of stuff, and so you have to kind of go by your feel. Sometimes I'll switch it up. I might not like an exercise, it doesn't do anything for me, and maybe a couple of years later I go back to it. I'm like, oh wow, that actually I feel that now. That's why it's interesting to listen to your body at the time. And I've been try to be so efficient with my time and my training now. I don't want to just go through the motions. If I have a training partner and they like a certain type of movement, go to a machine, I'll do a couple of them. If I'm not feeling it, I said, bro, okay, you finish up, I'll spot you if you need to. I'm gonna go on this machine because I'm feeling it. And if that machine, I'm still feeling it, even though I finished my 4 sets, why should I go to another machine that I'm not gonna feel it as much? I'll finish like 10 sets on that machine and just stay there until I'm not feeling it anymore. So I've been very micromanaging and getting the most out of it, and not really listening so much to the rules. And I talked to like guys like Sean Ray. He used to call that instinctive training back in the day. It's just you have to be careful, because sometimes it's a excuse to stay in a certain area and you don't want to work other areas because you don't like to.